but I think it was an open game. But now it will be important tomorrow. The game against Burnley, we want to stay attached to the top of the table, so it will important to have a result tomorrow.
Yeah, how important is it to stay in amongst those the number of teams that are quite high up the table? You know, you look at Everton are 5 points behind the league leaders at the moment. Is it important to stay in and around that? Certainly, at least until January.
No, I think it now starts a very important period. We have a lot of game in Christmas time, and I think it will be important to stay attached at the top. It's true that there is a lot of competitiveness at the top, but we want to be there. And so it's really important to have more consistency on the results.
There has been a lot of noise about 5 subs in recent weeks. Given that, were you surprised that it did not come up in the Premier League meeting yesterday?
I'm not surprised because there is a discussion about this. Who wants 3? Who wants 5? I think at the end, I think it's important to take care of the health of the player, of the welfare of the players.
And speaking of welfare of players, it's been another talking point this week. Do you think the football concussion protocols are acceptable at the moment?
I don't know if I think so. I think so. But of course, we have to take care of this. I think it is an important aspect for the welfare of the players. And I think the fact that we are thinking about this, I think it will be important.
And just a final one for me, it's more on the January transfer window. Marcel Brands said that January signings don't tend to work for Everton. What do you see as January for a club like Everton this season? What's it going to look like?
Maria, in 1 month, and so we are focused there, not on the transfer market in January.
Thanks, Carlo.
Olivia from Premier League Productions, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
You've been brilliant going forward this season, or for a big chunk of the start of the season. Almost against Leeds, you weren't clinical enough. Is it a case of you finding the right balance between defence and attack?
Not yet. I think we are really good offensively. We had problem defensively. We try to solve this problem. Every game is a test to see how we are, and of course tomorrow I hope we can be better on this aspect. Offensively, honestly, we were really good.
And obviously you're facing Burnley. That's the team you faced in your first game in charge of Everton. It was only a 1-0 victory. Do you sort of know what you're going to get with Burnley? Are you expecting a similar sort of game to the one you had in your first game in charge?
I think it will be the same game. I think Burnley didn't change his identity. That is a strong identity and strong organization. It will be a tough game because they are really better now in this moment compared to the start of the season. And so, but we know which kind of game we are going to expect.
And just one final question from me. Of course, fans are going to be in the ground, albeit not Everton fans, it'll be Burnley fans. Do you think that will maybe get them up for it just a little bit more against you tomorrow?
I think there are no fans at Burnley tomorrow. And so that doesn't change. But I think that the fact that supporters are allowed to come to the stadium is a good start to reopen fully the stadiums.
Perfect. Thank you.
Bye.
Alistair from the BBC, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm fine. You?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I just wanted to ask about a bit more about fans, actually. You mentioned there it's good start to see them back in the ground. You've probably seen... Oh, sorry, can you hear me again?
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Yeah, I was about
fans,
about fans in the stadium. I I just wondered, there's lots of fans back in the stadium this week. What do you think that has brought to football? How has it made you feel when you see the fans back in the stadium this week?
I think, as I said, it's a really good news, in my opinion, my personal opinion. Football without fans is not the football that we want to play, that we want to watch. I think that the supporters are really important part of this environment, because without the supporter, I'm not going to say it's a different sport, but it look like a different sport. And so the fact that they are back, it will be really important for the atmosphere, for the emotion, that for a lot of things.
And you excited about the fact that you'll have fans back in the stadium for the Chelsea game in a couple of weeks?
I am excited, yes, but I am excited in general. Of course, we would like to celebrate with our supporters at the stadium. I think that our supporter and all the supporter helped when the team play home. But I am excited to see supporter, because I think that football needs supporters.
And just last one from me. You talked there a little bit about your inconsistency with the team. You're approaching a year at the club now. Are Everton where you expected them to be now after a year with coaching them?
No, after 1 year, we expected to be there. Of course, this season there is a lot of competition in front. We are still in front. We want, as I said, in this kind of game, in this period, we want to stay attached and to prepare well the second part of the season. I think that we are where we want to be in this moment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
James Mountford, please.
Hello, Carlo. Good afternoon. I just wondered if I could ask you about the defence. You've been playing three at the back. Is that something which you look at the opposition? Is it about personnel that you've got at your disposal? Is that how you want to go long term?
No, I think it's an emergency, because we have out two important players like Coleman and Digne, and I think it is only for this reason. I think that we have the squad, the quality to play also with three center back, because we have a lot of good center back. And but I think is a moment. But the fact that we can play with 3 or 4 is good for us.
The other end, James Rodriguez, he's not provided an assist or got a goal in the last 4. Is that down to his form? Is it the formation, do you think?
No, James Rodriguez I think is in a good condition. He had problems, as you know, everyone knows. But this week he trained well, properly, and he is back. You have to consider for this player that to travel around the world to play international game is not will not be easy. The fact that they are here until, not only him but also the other international are here until March, could be good for them.
And James Savundra from TalkSport, please.
Carlo, Michael Keane comes up against his old side Burnley tomorrow. He seems to be playing his best football under you since he's been here at Everton. Just how pleased are you with him?
I'm pleased. We were talking about consistency. He had consistency in this year. I think he improved, but he reached a good level and is able to keep this good level with good performances.
And you mentioned about James Rodriguez travelling around the world. It's been quite similar for Richarlison. He's had quite a difficult start to the season in terms of goals, and he had that suspension as well. Are you backing him to show his best form over the coming weeks?
I think so. They had a difficult period from different reasons, because Richarlison was suspended 3 games and we suffered without him. And then while he was back, he did well. I think in the last 2 games. It's true that he didn't score, but it was really important against Fulham, giving assists. He's back. He's back.
We'll just take one from Carl Markham and then one from Gökhan from Supersport in Turkey. So Carl first, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
Hi. I just wondered how well you thought using midfielders as wing backs worked last weekend, and also you didn't pick Nkuku in the squad. I wonder why that was. Bear in mind you didn't have a left-sided sort of player in that sort of position.
Just how did you feel playing the 2 midfielders as wing backs last week, and you didn't have Nkuku in the squad?
Nkuku was not in the squad because I have 11 players. I decided to put Iwobi on the left, and the squad is really big. He's still young. He needs more experience. He needs to work more. But I am honestly satisfied for what he's doing. He will have time in the next game because we have a lot of games. And the fact to play with 2 midfielder, I think we have a good cover because usually the 2 midfielder has the help of one of the center back to cover the position behind them.
And we'll just take a final one in the open section from Gökhan, please, at Supersport.
Hello, coach.
Hi.
I'm Gökhan Aptik from Esport Turkey. I have 2 questions. The first is about Cenk Tosun, our national player. After Moise Kean and Sandro Ramirez left the team, you didn't sign a new striker. So we have seen you trust in Cenk. What exactly do you expect from him?
But Cenk is doing really well. His recovery was good, not simple, but good. And his condition is better, is getting better and better. He played some part of the games. His condition is improving. The fact that we have a lot of games in December, I think he is going to find a space to play because I want to rotate a little bit the player. From him, I expect what he is able to do, goals. I think he is really good in the box. He's really efficient in the box, and I like his quality.
Okay, that's the end of the open section of the press